Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to differentiate between lunar eclipses and solar eclipses. They are both wonderful eclipses, and today we are going to differentiate between each one and get more information about each one. Hope you like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are gonna say today's goals. First things first, we're gonna explain lunar eclipses. Next, we're going to explain solar eclipses. Then differentiate between each one by saying the differences. Then saying the questions. It's a trivia time. And finally revising them. The lunar eclipses. First things first, we are going to say the definition. The definition is when the Earth is perfectly aligned between the Sun and the Moon. And it's also a fun fact. It's exactly a full moon, and the moon actually appears to be red. Don't worry, this isn't anything dangerous. It's just because the sun rays provide colors that scatter along, but the umbra actually focuses the red light on the moon because it's perfectly aligned, so it appears red. Now we're gonna say the umbra. Umbra is the light from the sunlight from the sun that comes onto the moon, the earth. So the earth is opaque, so it has a giant shadow that comes on the moon. Now the penumbra. The penumbra is sunlight that actually scatter. This is what makes the colors. The sunlights that scatter between the earth and the moon. Most of the time, depending on the earthquakes and volcanoes, the moon doesn't even show or shows black because the sunlight is blocked by the earth because it's perfectly aligned. Now we're gonna say the types of lunar eclipses. First things first, the total lunar eclipse. When the sun, earth, and moon are perfectly aligning. This is the umbra. This is the penumbra. As you can see, the moon is perfectly in the middle of the penumbra. Next, we have the partial lunar eclipse. When only part of the moon passes through the umbra. This is the umbra, and this is only a part of the moon passing through the umbra. Next, we have when the moon only passes through the penumbra. As you can see, it passed through it, but it still hasn't entered the umbra. So right now we're gonna explain the solar eclipse. So first things first, we have the sun, moon, and earth. The solar eclipse is when the moon is exactly between the sun and the earth. Okay, so now this happens when the moon aligns perfectly between the sun and the earth. And also it happens when there is a new moon from all the moon phases. And the moon's shadow comes on a part of the earth. Most years it came in India. Only a part of earth gets a lot darker because the moon's shadow actually comes on part of the earth. And the moon blocks sun rays from reaching parts of the earth, which makes the solar eclipse. The solar eclipse is when the moon actually covers the sun that we can see, turning daytime to nighttime. Okay? Now, this is the umbra. When we saw the lunar eclipse, it was from the sun. Now it is from the moon. As we know, the moon is a reflector, so it reflects light from the sun. So the umbra is, as you could see here, the moon is coming on the earth. This is the umbra. As you can see, here it is. It's actually two lines coming together from big to small, coming into a particular point of the earth, which changes every year because the earth spins around its axis. Now we have the penumbra. The penumbra is actually the opposite of the umbra. Now it's from smaller too bigger. As you can see, now it reflects on a bigger part of the Earth. Okay, so now we have the types of the solar eclipse. It's not only one type, there are a ton of types like the lunar eclipse. The first and most obvious, the total eclipse, when the moon completely covers the sun, which turns daytime to nighttime. The diamond ring, when only a small picking part of the sun is shown. Now, the Bailey's bead, when the moon only covers a small part of the sun but not completely. Now we're gonna get questions about the solar and lunar eclipses. This is the trivia time, so I hope you like it. First things first. What is the lunar eclipse? I'll give you 5 seconds. Now is the answer. Get your answer ready. When the Earth is perfectly aligned between sun and moon. When it is a full moon. Next question. What is the solar eclipse? You have 5 seconds. Now is the answer. Get your answer ready. Happens when the moon aligns perfectly between sun and Earth. This is the main answer. These are extra. When there is a new moon, moon shadow covers a part of the Earth, blocking sun rays from reaching parts of the Earth. Next question. What are the types of solar eclipses? You have 5 seconds. Get your answer ready. Now is the answer. First things first, the total eclipse. When it covers the whole eclipse. Second thing, the diamond ring, when only a small part is shown. Next is Bailey's braids, when the moon only covers a small part. Now, what are the types of lunar eclipses? You have 5 seconds to answer. Now the answer. Get your answer ready. First things first is the total lunar eclipse, when the full lunar eclipse happens. Next is a partial lunar eclipse, when it's really close to happening, so get ready. Number 3, penumbral lunar eclipse, when the moon only passes through the penumbral through the penumbral. Now the questions ended. Now we are just going to do a small revision before this video ends. So what we took today was the lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse, when the Earth aligns perfectly between the sun and the moon, as we saw. And it happens when there is a full moon from all the moon phases. The types are the total lunar eclipse, the partial lunar eclipse, the penumbral eclipse. Now we have the solar. Well, when the moon aligns perfectly between Earth and sun, when there is a new moon. The types are a total solar eclipse, a diamond ring, and Bailey's beads. The types in the lunar eclipse is the total lunar eclipse, when it actually covers the whole sun, and the partial lunar eclipse, when it only covers a small part. When there's only a small part of it not covered, so get ready. And penumbral eclipse was only passes the penumbra. Now the types in the solar are the total solar eclipse, when it covers the whole sun, diamond ring, when there's only a small part of it shown from the sun, and Bailey's beads, when it only covers a small part. Thank you for listening to this video. I hope you liked it. This is Arsenic Genius, and this video was about eclipses. Thank you very much for watching.